Hey chatbugs out there, today in this video I'm just going to be telling you guys about what I've got to on my Easter weekend so far. Last night I watched the Supernatural episode, season 13, episode 16, Scooby Natural, and blimmin' out, it was fantastic. One of the best episodes I've seen. I absolutely loved it. It was literally like going back into my childhood. Scooby-Doo growing up was just such a great show. I've watched all the DVDs, most of the spin-offs. I love it, and the fact that they went into the Scooby-Doo universe was just so funny, and I loved it. Dean and Sam were just comedy gold. It was just so funny. I absolutely love it. Won't give anything away because I don't want to spoil it, and also I've realised trying to explain Supernatural to my friends and family makes me sound like a crazy person because it's very complex, but it's just such a good show, and I hope it's on for very more years to come and for a very long time. I absolutely love it. It's such a great show. I've watched it from season 1 onwards and I just absolutely love it. That and Dot 2 are my two favourite sci-fi shows, and Tortured, Series 3, and Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just love sci-fi in general. And yeah, so I didn't get to sleep till like 5 o'clock. Oops. So I got to like 3 o'clock this afternoon. And I had a hot cross bun and a cup of tea. Got ready for the remainder of the day. And my younger brother and younger sister are both at their jobs. My older brother is in uni and I think he's coming down for Easter Sunday, but I'm not quite sure because he's quite busy with uni work. My older sister got picked up by a boyfriend and they went back to their place because she'd had a party last night, so she stayed over, and my younger sister was out with her mates last night and she didn't get back till later on. And I was talking to them about the Supernatural episode and they were both looking at me like I was crazy, and I'm like, what have you been smoking, or have you banged your head, because I did sound a bit crazy. So I showed them a clip of it on YouTube, and I've watched the episode since last night about 2 or 3 times again because it's just so good, so funny, and it's probably one of my favourite Supernatural episodes so far. And I went onto Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we had a power cut. Great. Luckily it wasn't too long, but our fire alarm when we have power cuts beeps a lot and it was driving me beeping crazy, but luckily it managed to come back on. And I watched some YouTube videos and some episodes of Call the Midwife, and I watched the Wobble Reunion episode and looked at some Amador spoilers. Aaron is going to be kidnapped, and I think so is Seb. So Aaron and Seb are going to be kidnapped, and Robert is going to have to find them, and I think Robert's going to work with Kane. Nobody messes with the Dingles and the Sugdens, and I can't wait. Jimmy, Nicola and Robert are going to be conning Joe and get him in trouble, and finally someone's going to knock that arrogant smug little git off his podium because he thinks he's so good, and I can't stand him. And I watched the classic Doctor episodes and some stuff off of Court and BBC Player and catch up, and I can't wait for The Voice and Saturday Night Takeaway and Casualty tonight. Casualty's episode last Saturday was left on a cliffhanger. I hope Robin and Glenn are right because there was a car crash and it's all kicking off, and I can't wait to watch that tonight. And I went on my laptop and was chit-tapping away on my keyboard working on my new chapter to my book, and it's going really well. Getting to a really dramatic part in the book and I absolutely love it. And I've been talking to a few people on Tinder and they seem very sweet. They know that I have dyspraxia and have been talking to me because it's in my bio, because before I tell people after talking to them for a bit that I've got dyspraxia and then they'd stop talking to me. So who needs people like that? So yeah, I've been talking to a few people on there but nothing serious. And yeah, well, you've got to kiss a few frogs till you find your prince, so someday I'll find my prince or princess. And I watched some dollhouse tour videos and some doll collection videos and some doll tutorial stuff and doll makeover stuff. And my mum came up to me when I was on my computer and showed me a picture of a mobility scooter and was like, what do you think about getting one of these? it could drive on the roads, but I'd probably end up driving on the opposite side of the road and causing a crash because I'm just nuts, and I'm quite a nervous driver anyway, so I'd have to have a bit of practice. But I might be getting a really good to get me up and back to work at Wyville, but it's quite a far bit to drive, so I'm not quite sure about that. It's just because my mum doesn't like having to get up early and drop me there and back, especially because of her stomach and blurry eyes at the moment. She's doing a lot better today. She hasn't had, as far as I know, she hasn't had an upset stomach today. Fingers crossed, that means it should be getting better, and her eyes are a lot better than they were. She got special glasses from the opticians, and the opticians said that the eye blurriness and upset stomach are from the tablets, because she's had other people that have come in and had the same symptoms. So my mum's going to go to the doctor and talk about that and say how, because they were like, oh, it can't be the diabetes tablets affecting the eyes in her stomach, and it actually is. So she can now say that she has someone that's vouched for her and said the same thing. So the nurses and doctors are going to have to listen, because they haven't been being very helpful at the moment. And I had some Nutella toast and a cup of tea for my lunch, and got my Bluetooth dolls up for me to sort out and played with my main Bluetooth doll. And I watched some multi-fandom and fan vids, and read and wrote some fanfic, and watched some DVDs and listened to some CDs and some vinyl. And I played on Stardoll and Thrift and some other game sites, and played on Minecraft, and played Ludo, Stakes and Ladders, and on COD, and on Buzz, and on the Wii, and some other games and cards and board games, and did some colouring in and some word searches, and worked on some Switch stories for my Dorchester game.